Man, what a Saturday as it is. What is up, everybody? Jay Bickerflugs here, and welcome to the next episode of Love's new series. Well, guys, I gotta say, this episode is called The Trip Went Wrong. And so far, I gotta say, thinking I was gonna have a pretty nice, decent weekend, but everything turned for the worse. And so far, my dad, oh, he was just a angry man. He was, as soon as I showed up on the Brady House property, it's like everything changed. Like he went from being happy, like in a good mood, to being evil like. And, Love, she jumped up on him and by accident scratched him or on top of that, but my dad said it wasn't on accident. And he got mad and he kicked her right in the stomach. And, well, she went flying down on the ground. And well, she was in a lot of pain as we went through the night. And my dad, he thought I said something. And basically, he said to me, he's like, if you got something to say, you better take your butt back to San Antonio. And boy, we got into a heated argument over a scratch. And he's like, oh, you coddle her, you baby her, oh, you do this, you do that. You treat her more valuable than you do me. And, well, he proceeded to get angry, and my stepmother jumped in, and she was basically on his side. She had nowhere on my side to begin with. And basically, I was washing clothes, and I said, you know what? Let me pull my clothes out of the dryer or out of the washer. And I'll load up my car and I'll go back to San Antonio where I belong. And that way you don't have to look at me. Because basically, I think that would have been the best result for me to do was come back to the apartment and get away from my dad and my stepmother. And, well, so far, guys, I got infuriated with my dad, and so far to this hour, I'm infuriated with him. He keeps calling me over and over and over, and I don't want to talk to him right now. I don't have the patience nor the time to talk to him because basically I'm flat up upset with him. And, the way that he treated Love, kicking her in the stomach, that infuriated me a lot. That is animal abuse beyond belief. And lucky enough, my dad ain't in jail right now because basically a lot of animal abusers get that treatment in jail. And, well, so far, I was going to have a perfectly good weekend helping my dad build a perfectly good shed. Instead, everything turned for the worst. I mean, with him and his attitude, I didn't like it, and I don't want to tolerate it whatsoever. And so I spent the night in Brady, and I came back just a few hours ago, and basically I just said, hey, I thought I was going to have a pretty good weekend, but I guess I stand corrected. Guess everything went from being cool to getting blown up to hell and all this and other stuff as well. But anyway, guys, this is not the real reason why we're doing these last few episodes of Love's New Series because basically, as of next Friday, which is the, well, basically, I'm skipping a Friday because it is Halloween as of next week. November 3rd, 2023, I am officially putting in my 2 weeks here on Love's New Series. So far, I'm quitting the show. And basically, after the 20th and last episode, which is called My Last Day, I am officially done. And basically, I'm going off to bigger and better things. I know you guys are pretty much upset that I promised another term, but I don't think that my dad wants me at Brady anymore. And so basically, I can't go over and see Love. I think the time has come that I'm not allowed over there no more. I mean, that's what I feel like. I feel like my dad doesn't want me there no more. He wants me to stay here and, live my life, which I am doing. And I know he's going through a lot of tough times. I know a couple years ago he lost his dad. I understand that. Death is a hardest thing in life when you think about it. I understand his pain. I understand that he got mad and upset because of one little scratch that she left for him. And, you know, I gotta say, I know you guys are like saying, well, you changed your mind already. Where do you go from here? Well, guys, let me tell you, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do after season 8, episode 20. I don't know. I mean, I promise a few more shows, and after the 20th episode, I'm done. I've I said to myself, well, if I'm not allowed to go over and see Love whenever I want, when I want, and it's during the weekend, then basically I just can't do it no more. I mean, without her, the series cannot perform. I know it's upsetting. I know that there's just a lot of screwed up things that my dad did. And it wasn't the right stuff. And I was pretty upset with him throughout the whole morning and this and that. We got up this morning and we started working on the shed, and he said, well, are you going home or what? And I said, well, what are you talking about? You asked me to come to Brady to help you? And and I told him, I said, do you want my help or not? I didn't drive all this way, 2.5 hours, just for nothing. I mean, really. I really didn't. And, well, so far, I helped him. And we got the biggest side. It's a big one. It's got a window on there, and he was nailing it in with the nail gun. It's also pressurized nail gun. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm not gonna have this discussion with you because I don't feel like I want to argue. And I'm not. And I'm not tolerating you doing what you did to Love. Like, seriously, I ain't. You know, I know she made a mistake. I know it was not an accident. I mean, mistakes happen. And it's your anger issues that I do not like. And it's because that I feel like my dad's changed. I feel like he went from good to bad. I feel like, I'm not being judgmental about his state of where he's coming from. I know that all these years of thinking of my mom having 200 cats in the Wingate home. Wingate, West Odessa, Texas. And, they'd be up everywhere. And my dad, he literally, he's been resisting having pets inside the home. And in Springwood, he wouldn't allow Love or Wolverine to be inside. And that's during the summertime and wintertime, he didn't even allow it. He said, no, they're staying outside. And, basically, I would pretty much have them in the shed, just like I did the last couple of seasons, like from season 4 and this and that. And basically, I would share my space heater to make sure that they were kept warm during the night. And my dad, he didn't care of Love or Wolverine. And basically, it just got to the point where I said, well, okay, maybe he'll get over it. I don't know if this is a permanent process for him, but who knows? I don't know. I know that my last day will be November 24th. That is the day before Thanksgiving, or it actually is Thanksgiving. And so far, I was hoping that we would have had 28 episodes. We would have went all the way till January. Ooh, can't even talk tonight. But anyway, I was thinking that we were going to go all the way from September 1st, which we've already passed by, all the way to January 5th of 2024. But I guess I'm wrong. I'm guessing that the series is ending after season 8, episode 20. And so far, after the next couple of episodes, I'll do a few more. And so far, we're going to say goodbye to Love's new series. Because evidently, I just think that it's just time for it to be official. And in the likes of which it is official. I know a lot of you guys are upset at the whole ordeal, and I promised a third term. I know I did, but basically, with my dad telling me that I can't come down and see Love, and the heated arguments, I could believe that the heated arguments would be back if I went again, back to Brady. And, well, so far, my dad needs to apologize to me, needs to apologize to Love. Look, it was a mistake. And understanding that, yeah, it made him mad that he did something that he knows that he shouldn't have done. But he did it. And he's like blaming me for all the things that she's been doing, this and that. And I was like, Dad, she's just a puppy. She don't know any better. You're going to flat up kick her in the stomach just because she left a scratch on you? And this and that? Why the hell would you even do that for? That's animal abuse. If you can't stand having her at the house, then pretty much you should just get rid of her and trade her off to another family that would love her, that would take care of her, and a lot of other stuff. Between you and the stepmother, I think y'all should think about doing that. Because if y'all don't like her, you should have just told me something. You should have said, oh, Jonathan, we don't like this dog because she jumps, she licks, she does a lot of things. Why does that matter? is because she wants attention. She wants to know that there's somebody willing to pet her, to love her, to this, to that. I mean, come on, Dad. Just think about it. She wants attention. She's not there for nothing, And I just think there's a big sign over my dad that says, not getting it. No, I don't think that he's gotten it for a long period of time. Over the years that he's been thinking about the 200 stinking cats that were in the Wingate home in West Odessa. And thinking they were everywhere. They were all up in the house. They were up all in the garage. They were everywhere. You see them. Front yard, backyard, swings where me and my brother played. This and that. And she had dogs too. I mean, never forget 200 cats plus a couple of dogs. And that's pretty much a lot. Which apparently my mother, she didn't take the cats that were mass producing, getting them spadered and neutered and all of this. Hysterectomy, vasectomy, all the things that you would give in order to stop them from producing anymore. And no, but she allowed it to happen. I mean, and it drove my dad insane. And, that's why he always does not want pets in the house. He's not really a pet person, and I don't understand why. I mean, they allow Wolverine to go in, but not Love. And that is totally unfair because, you pet one dog, but you don't pet the other. That's totally unfair. Both dogs should deserve to get the benefit of the doubt by being petted. And really, my dad, he's been beating himself up for years. I mean, this and that, and I'm trying to convince him that, Love just wants attention. I mean, I know it was not an accident on what she did. I understand she clawed your arm, and I didn't see it coming. I mean, I couldn't jump out in time to pull her down, and I didn't really know that she was going to do that. I mean, really, I didn't. I'm being quite honest. And really, I think it's aggravating that he kicked her to the ground. And he was getting mad at me, this and that, and we got into our heated argument. And I said, you know what, Dad? You don't want me and Brady? I'll go back to San Antonio and I will never come back. If you don't want me here, you could just tell me and I'll understand. I was like, okay, I'll go back to San Antonio, live my life. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do. I mean, seriously. You don't want me there, just tell me. And I'll understand. I mean, you don't want me to see Love. You don't want me to see the family. That's on your terms, buddy boy. I mean, I'm not being smart with you. I mean, I don't want to be smart with you. I just want you to understand that I'm part of the family too. Am I not your son? I mean, really? I mean, I don't know where to go from here. Where do I land on my 2 feet? I don't know. But anyway, guys, I know this is pretty much upsetting. You know what happened, and I think this episode's going to drive my dad insane. because basically I'm just trying to get through to him and trying to make him understand that, this was intentional. I know that love, she was happy, and my dad said, "Oh, she was calm until you showed up." And I was like, "Well," yeah, and I just started. I was like, "You know what?" And he was getting straight in my face and telling me that maybe I need to go back to San Antonio and just forget about her. And this is not an easy thing for me to do. I thought that we would have had more seasons, but basically, as of November 3rd, which is a couple weeks from now, I'm given my 2 week notice here on Love's new series. And that means I'm giving myself to November the 24th, which I do see on my laptop. And I'm I'm calling it. I'm just saying, hey, So basically, like I said, I'm giving my 2 week notice, and I just want people to understand that this series means a lot to me, and it really does. But if I'm not allowed to go see Love, then why keep the show running? If I can't film episodes and to get them out to you guys that love the series, that loved 8 straight years of it. And I don't know where to go from here. I just think that it's best for me to decide to end it. But we will have at least 4 more episodes after this. So far, we got uh, episode 17 coming out November the 3rd. And then it's called Give My 2 week Notice here in Love's new series. The Long and Winding Road, parts 1 and 2, will be the 10th and the 17th of November. And then the series finale will pretty much wrap it up. And it will be the Love's a New Series Backstage Pass. And it'll be called Love's New Series, the finale. Well, shall I call it the series finale, because it will be my last episode. I'm disappointed that I have to end the show. After 8 straight seasons of me doing the series, I know it's hard for you guys to even adapt from what I'm saying. It's God's honest truth. But anyway, guys, I just hope that y'all understand where this is all going. I mean, I'm hoping maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years from now, uh, I'll probably find my first house. I mean, who knows? And we'll meet again. And hopefully, I'll have a girlfriend and I'll have my own dog, which it will be an inside dog. I like inside dogs, because basically, I just love to see some company. Like they'd be on the couch with you, playing with you, all this and that. And even though we haven't talked about Duncan and Megan here on the show, but evidently they had a dog by the name of Jupiter. And there was an inside dog. It's a big German Shepherd. Boy, a picture of her, she's a sweet girl, and boy, she loved to play. And Duncan was showing me these photos, and I was like, you know what? That will be me one of these days. Having my own dog. Love, she's not my dog anymore. It's hard for me to say that, because it is. Uh, Going and putting her to Brady 2 weeks ago from right now made me realize that I was losing her. And this series is being canceled after this season. But knowing that season 8, episode 20 is a end of a chapter, and like I promised, there will be another dog series right after this. May not happen in 2023 or 24. It may happen whenever I find a girlfriend. And I hope and pray that I find one soon. And that way, tell her, hey, you like dogs? And basically, we both would share the dog and we'd have fun with it. And we'd play with him and we'd train him, this and that. And, disciplining and, not kicking it in the stomach, not like Dad did. We're not doing that. Well, this will just about do it for this week's episode. We're back on November 3rd as we give the 2-week notice. And so far, I just hope that everybody understands. So anyway, thank you for being here on Love's new series, or what is left of it, the series. And so far, I just hope that everybody has a good week. We'll see y'all in our remainder and final episodes beginning November 3rd. We'll see y'all when we see you. Goodbye for now.